Yo, so I love this comment. So he says, I think maybe the problem isn't necessarily KCX, which it's not, but so KCX USA marketers, which it is, and their fans. Let me explain. So the marketing thing is kind of what I touched on. They bring their stuff from overseas, so they keep an elite market position to protect margins for them and their distributors. They purposely sell to professionals only so that their distributors are the only ones that can sell to consumers. Now, this is great for a chemical company because that means they don't have to deal with the retail space. Believe it or not, getting on a shelf at a Walmart or an AutoZone or O'Reilly, that takes a lot of effort. You got to have, probably a regional sales rep for every single market. You're gonna have to have even more logistics, hubs, work all that stuff out. So this model that they have with these distributors, it's freaking top notch for them. They can just focus on getting the chemicals over here, getting them sent into their plant in Atlanta, which is a massive logistical hub that gets shot out to all the distributors, and they can go back and make more chemicals. Meanwhile, here's the problem. All those distributors, guess what? They're on the hook for all that product. They're on the hook for any of the liability if any of it doesn't work. I'm sure they have some sort of agreement where if there's like a bad batch that they can probably swap something out. I don't know that for sure. I would hope so. And these are some of the things I'm gonna ask if I have that opportunity to speak to. Maybe the CEO, maybe, just a spokesperson, who knows? But then let's talk about what happens. So when a company sells a high-priced item and keeps the supply intentionally low or elusive like they have with Koch Chemie, what happens is it becomes this like psychological phenomenon, right? And I've tried to get into it a few times, and I don't want to keep beating this like a dead horse, but there's this thing called narcissistic perfectionism, where people feel like in order to be great or the best, they have to get the most expensive thing. So Koch Chemie is within that realm of, well, they're the best because they're the most expensive. Well, that makes the narcissistic, grandiose type of stuff come out, real nasty stuff, okay? And the other problem is the cognitive dissonance, where if they do get a product, let's say like Guff, that is slick, that does not work, they will lie about it, because if they say that it doesn't work, then they feel like that's an attack on them as a person, and it messes with the ideology and identity that they've created. But yes, the problem is here in the States with that, because guess what? A bottle of Guff is $11 in Germany. It's just like buying superior products. In fact, what we're kind of witnessing is if Superior Products today said, we're gonna sell our products in Germany and we're gonna call them premium.